Let's dive into Ready the Prince. We already talked that in 2010, you and Daniel started the acoustic duo, the Science Club. And then a few years later, 2012, Ready the Prince forms. What is the progression between the acoustic duo and then getting the idea to do a trio that is not acoustic?
So we had the acoustic duo, and we played some shows, and we had another band that we were really good friends with. They were called The Family at the time, and they had us open for them a couple of times. And so we kind of had just experienced how like a band um, is just such a different level when you have like the drums and the bass and like the live experience. Um, Even though like what we were doing on acoustics was unique, and still like people were into it. For Dan and I, it just always felt like we were meant to be in a band as well. Because to be completely honest, we still play acoustically, but we play covers now as an acoustic duo. So we still do it, and a lot of the things that we kind of like, the styles and techniques we developed in the Science Club, we're still using to this day. So it worked out well where we actually still get to do both. But yeah, we just knew we wanted to take things to the next level live. We wanted to be a rock band essentially, and it's just you can rock on acoustics, but like there's just a limit where how hard you can rock. And Rodrigo and Gabriella rock, so they hit it. But like we knew we kind of wanted to go because like I did play bass and Dan always played electric, so it just felt like we were kind of playing instruments that we weren't naturally, like we were kind of out of our comfort zone, which was cool, but we wanted to go back to what we were comfortable with. So yeah, that was the progression after a couple years of the Science Club, and me and Dan always talk about it. We had like our last Science Club gig was like our best gig. It was just like there was maybe like 20 people there, but it was just like people were just so into it. Like we had totally captivated the audience, and it was just like the best like last Science Club gig. But like even though like people were into it, we knew we're gonna be a band, like we're gonna do this. And then yeah, that's when we decided we knew about Jordan because Jordan went to our high school. So our first drummer, Jordan Ross, he was 2 years younger than us, so we literally waited until he graduated. It was like the day, like his last day of school, we went and picked him up from school and like brought him to my house, and that was like one of the first Ready the Prince jams. So yeah, that's kind of how it all started.